Hey, what's up guys, it's DL43 doing another video on my channel. Today we're actually doing something a little bit different because usually we're opening up Funko Pops, but I decided today, with it being cold outside and all that fun stuff, why not sit at home and let's give you guys a video giving you the top 10 Naruto Funko Pops that I'd love to see pop up at some point in the channel. Or not on the channel, but in, in the Funko universe. And obviously with that being said, if you guys could smash that like button, hit the subscription. Every like, every subscription helps. Also, I gave myself a little bit of, not really rules, but, guidelines to follow with this. And obviously, there's two characters specifically that kind of passed the line. But I kind of tried to stay away from Funko Pops that we've already seen. I tried to stay away from not making another Naruto. And I also tried to stay away from, repeat, oh, I want to see a Naruto that glows. Or I want to see a metallic Naruto. Stuff like that. I kind of tried to stay to new characters that we haven't seen, or characters I'd love to see on the show, or, a Funko Pop that really actually deserves to be made, something like that. But yeah, so I gave myself a couple kind of guidelines to follow, and it wasn't too difficult because we're still missing quite a few characters. But with that being said, let's get right over here so you guys can see exactly what Pops I talk about. Alright, so the first character we are going to be talking about today is obviously going to be, and it's not really, like I said in the intro, there's nothing specific to, the order base. I didn't go 1 through 10, 1 being most wanted or 10 being most wanted. It's just 10 Funko Pops that I really feel like for the Naruto franchise we definitely need at some point going forward. And like I said in the intro, was a couple rules of, not really rules because it's not really a ranking or anything like that. The rules were the thing I was basically saying was I kind of tried to stick away from characters that we already have. Obviously there might be some, but for the most part, I wanted new Funko Pops. I didn't want to be we need a Naruto glowing or something like that. So everything's kind of trying to be original. But the first character, obviously, I had to talk about is going to be Kushina. Why we don't have a Kushina Funko Pop is beyond me. We have Minato. We actually have 2 Minatos, 3 if you count the chase. And the fact that we don't have a Kushina Funko Pop kind of surprises me because she is a pretty big character in Naruto. And the fact that she's missing kind of throws me off because I feel like it's somebody that you really feel like you'd be seeing, and the fact that we have no Kushina is a shock because, we're not getting all these other characters. But that leads right into the second character, which I'm going to go kind of quick because it's 10 characters total I decided to compile a list of. And obviously the second one had to be, this is the one character I do think needs a repop, and that is going to be Sakura. Why we only have one Sakura pop is beyond me. Let me go grab that real fast. This is the only Sakura pop they've ever made right here. And that's it. This one comment, and they've never made another Sakura pop since. And why we don't have another one is kind of surprising to me, because I feel like you could do 100 healings. You could do Sakura from the war. You could do, even if you wanted, I kind of tried to exclude Boruto because that could be a whole separate video, but you could have done adult Sakura. There's so many things you could have done with that I just don't comprehend why there's not another Sakura pop. There's so many possibilities for Sakura. If you guys are Naruto fans, you definitely would understand where I'm coming from here, because there's no Naruto pops. I mean, there is a ton of Naruto pops, but no Sakura pops. And I guess people hate Sakura, people are Sakura, whatever, call her useless, but anybody that called her useless really just didn't watch the show, and they ended up just either complaining like everyone else in the universe of the fandom, or they really don't like her. And if that's you, cool. I actually really like Sakura. She's very much not useless, actually. She is very useless if you go base Naruto, sure, but after she gets to Shippuden, she's a whole different character. She goes into her whole arc of, character development. But that is a character I really don't know why there's not another pop of, because there's so many opportunities for so many different things. They give everyone else 20 different pops. Why not give her a pop, a second one at least? But again, that kind of goes into the next character, which I'm kind of just picking characters along the path. And of course, the next one I have another question of is going to be Tenten. Obviously, it's probably coming because of the fact that we just got the new wave of the classmates, which I should talked about in the, last video? Last video I got Shino, but the video before that we got Ino, Sai. And so they're giving the new classmates. So definitely with that, we're probably going to be getting the rest of the classmates soon, because we're technically missing Tenten as classmates, I believe. I think that's actually the only classmate we're missing is Tenten, because we have a Neji, there is a Tenten, who else is there? There's a Neji, there's a Tenten, there's no Tenten, I mean, there's a Neji, we already got technically Hinata, we got Shino, so yeah, I think that's actually the only character we're missing is Tenten. And obviously if we got Tenten, that'd be cool. Now, she is the kind of the title of useless, yeah, she is powerful at being able to just summon weapons whenever she feels, but she did nothing during the entire show. Even in Boruto, she's literally done nothing. Her character has been very just mediocre. I like her as a character and I think she's cool, but she doesn't do enough for me to really say that she's like a top character of MVP-ness. Maybe she is to somebody, but 1010 just doesn't get the cut for me. I would definitely put Sakura way over 1010 in my opinion, because 1010 doesn't do practically anything during the show. And yeah, so that's literally why she's at the, you know, that spot, because I just don't think 1010 I do want as a Funko Pop, but I don't think she does enough to really justify being a cool character. But the fourth character, I say that a lot, but the fourth character I think is going to be obviously a pretty cool character that I think people would probably like, and that is obviously Tamari. And obviously I'm going to just combine 4 and 5 and say Tamari and Kankuro. Why those two people haven't got Funko Pops is beyond me. Like, those genuinely are such cool characters that I would love to see. Obviously, when you have Gaara, you could have the Sand siblings. Like, literally, they're so cool. I actually really like Kankuro, and I also really love Tamari. I kind of would like to see them at least some point, because, I mean, that'd be an easy 2-pack. You could even, if you didn't want to do 2-pack, you could do just, you know, just make them regular. I don't know. I think those would be really cool characters that I would love to see personally, because I genuinely find the Sand siblings cool, and I don't know how, you could honestly make him, I would not like a deluxe, but there's also, you could add him with his iron, was it the Iron Claw or the Iron Sand or whatever, his puppet. You could combine him with his puppet. Tamari, the only thing with Tamari is I wouldn't want them to do like a Kisame or like a Black Zetsu, making her fan bigger than, because the fan is really what would take up most of the box, and I don't want them to make a 6-inch box to put the fan, but I don't know how they would do that. They might, like how they kind of done with other stuff like Boruto, or yeah, in the Boruto set, but Naruto and Baryon mode. He is technically bigger, but he's still a 4-inch pop. Obviously, you could do something like that for her fan, but two characters I'd love to see, which again, then leads us into another character which I'd love to see, and that's obviously a child Obito. In the set so far, we've gotten child Kakashi, which is him doing the story he's doing. So, in the factor that, you know, he already has a pop, and it's a chase, I'm pretty sure. Which, another thing with that pop that's weird, kind of sidetracking real fast. With that pop, everybody says it's a glow, but then there's a glow chase. So I'd love to know why people, if there was just a marketing mess up or what's going on there. Because mine does glow, but people, it's a glow chase. So it doesn't really make sense why there's a glow chase if it already glows. But that's why I would love to have a child Obito. And you could definitely, I'm not counting this as one of my pops I'd love to see, but Rin could be in there, Rin. Because of the fact that you don't see her enough in the show, and I don't really care about her that much as a character. Like, I thought she was cool, but she just doesn't really get the pass for me. She got taken out of the show way too early again. Once you watch the show, it makes sense, obviously. It wasn't, you know, Kakashi hitting her with the Chidori. It just happened that she put herself in the path to save herself. Which is all why, you know, Madara is a horrible person, but such a cool character. Anyways, yeah, so I don't, Child Obito, I guess we'll throw Rin in there, or Rin, because I know she's supposed to come at some point, but Child Obito would be such a cool piece. Because so far with an Obito, we've gotten the 2 Tobis, which technically there's Tobi, Madara Uchiha, there's Madara Uchiha again when he's in his other mask from the war, and then technically Obito, which you can kind of see over there, it's kind of hard in the background. But I'd love to just get a common child, not even a common, I don't know if it's exclusive, whatever, just Child Obito would be cool. He looked a lot different. I actually really liked Obito too as a kid, he was cool. Which again, then leads us, I guess, into our next set of pops. Again, I'm trying to like cycle through pretty quickly because you guys have the ideas. You guys have probably thought about these pops. And obviously the next one is going to be another Hinata pop. I know I said I don't really want to use those, but I feel like Hinata is one of the few characters who needs. I know we just recently, it's not recently, but last year got the Hinata from Twin Lion Fist from the war. But why there's not a Hinata in her basic sweatshirt, which I talked about in, I think, the last video, I think. Why there's not one of her like in a hoodie like this, like just her regular hoodie sweatshirt thing she wears? Why that's not a pop, beyond me. Like, I don't understand why it's not a pop. Like, that could easily have been a new mold. That could be common. It could be something like that, but they just haven't done it. Obviously, which, I don't know why. I mean, a Hinata like that would be really cool. It'd fit better with the rest. Because right now, I have her with her classmates, but she doesn't look right because she's in her war like, arc outfit. And it just doesn't really work. But the next, obviously, pop I'd love to see, which is, I kind of put this as a compiled list, not as like a singular character. The Kage, the rest of the Kages anyways. Because I didn't think they were really worthy of taking up, like, each separate slot. But, like, why we don't have the Kages? You have the Rai Kage, you have the Sushi Kage, you have the, whatever the other Kage is. I forgot his name. There's other Kage, like, I couldn't think of all of them off the top of my head. But why we don't have those as Funko Pops, I don't know. We have, like, the Hokage, like, Boruto Build-A-Set, but, like, we have Killer B, but he doesn't have his brother, which is what I think it's A or Ao, whatever his name is. The Tsuchi Kage, which I forgot her name. Then you also have, I can't think of the one from the Land of Water. I just can't think of his name for nothing. I don't know what because again, the Kages weren't too crazy. They were just kind of there. But you literally have so many Kages right there that you could build. And the fact that we haven't gotten, especially because you could even go based off of right at the end of the war when it's like they all get together to fight the mother and then they end up getting all beaten because, you know, they overhype themselves up. But anyways, those would be really cool Funko Pops to see because that'd be kind of nice to see more of the other characters. Because so far with a lot of the Naruto Pops, it is a lot of like the characters we've already we know. So it'd be cool to get more side characters like that. Not two side character because they are big enough, but you know what I mean. Which now leads us into the next two pops. And those last two pops, obviously I'm going to take up the 9th and 10th slot with these two, and that had to be a Hiruzen Sarutobi Funko Pop, and obviously then in return a Konohamaru Funko Pop. Obviously, with Konohamaru, it had to be like the child Konohamaru, unless you put him in the Boruto wave, because he didn't turn into an adult till then. But even having some sort of Konohamaru, because there's no Konohamaru. And Hiruzen Sarutobi, the only Funko Pop they have is the Boruto Build-A-Set one, so I think he's well overdue. Obviously, he's not my favorite Hokage. People don't like him because of how the whole Itachi arc happened and how he basically told Itachi, hey, you have to destroy your whole family or, you know. But he also did it in a different way. He's not like Danzo, which I don't want a Funko Pop with Danzo. It's almost, that's probably one of the, if I made a video of Lee's top 10 Naruto Funko Pops, I don't want to see. Danzo's one of them. I dislike Danzo highly. He's just, I can't stand Danzo. But, on the other hand, Hiruzen and Konohamaru, I can understand a little bit. They're cool. I like those Funko Pops because we have every other Kage. Because we have Hashirama, Tobirama, no Hiruzen. There's a bunch of Minatos. Let's see. There is Tsunade's. There's Kakashi's. There's Naruto's. There's even Shikamaru's if you want to go into spoilers of the Boruto manga. But there's a lot. So with that, those are the 10 pops or the top 10 Funko Pops of Naruto I'd love to see. I'd love to see if I missed anybody in the comments of who characters you could think about that you guys would love to see. I would also love to, do this with other, different shows or whatever. So if you guys have a different show or different thing you want me to do, top 10 Funko Pops you'd like to see, just let me know and I'll pick a different show because there's a lot of shows I'd love to talk about with more Funko Pops. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys are having a great day and I will see you guys Friday for a really cool video. Peace.